Hey everyone, welcome to Micro Adventures. Ellie and Josiah here. We are going to bring you a mostly legs and arms workout today with a little bit of sneaky core. So let's get it going on one black spring. We're going to begin in a reverse cobra. So your knees are going to be on your front platform, you're facing the back of the machine, your hands are going to find some place comfortable to begin on the carriage, and you're just going to find a kneeling plank position to start. So once you get here, just pause for a moment. I want you to go ahead and take your shoulders, slide them down into their sockets away from your ears. I want you to gently push down into your hands so the space between your shoulder blades pushes up towards the ceiling. Knit your low ribs together, wrap your abs in and around your spine, and then we'll go ahead and slowly begin our reverse cobra. So bending at the elbows as the carriage starts to slide away from us. Keep your lower back really neutral, and then push through the heels of the hands, rise back up. You want to think about your elbows driving straight back beside your body so that we're really targeting our triceps. You're going to have a light squeeze of your inner thighs together, a light squeeze of your glutes. That will help stabilize your lower body as well as your core, right? Everything is connected. So from the crown of your head down through your knees, you want a nice diagonal line through your spine, right? And this is really our warm-up, right? We're getting into the backs of the arms, and this is a little bit of that sneaky core work I talked about. We're gonna go 15 seconds here. We're gonna stay pretty much in the same position, and we're gonna get into some twisted push-ups next. In 4, hold that kneeling plank for me. In 3, 2, hold that kneeling plank. Now I want you to swivel your hips to the left. So your right oblique is slightly facing the floor, just a little twist of the hips. And from here, we're gonna go push-ups down and up slow. So take your time, try to get a big range of motion to start and a really slow pace. You're gonna feel a little bit more intensity in your right oblique as you do these push-ups here. Again, that's my sneaky core work for you. But really focus on your chest, right? That is the main muscle mover of the push-up. So really allow your chest to do the work. And you can do these with the elbows right beside the ribs, getting a little more tricep, or you can do them a little bit wider, focusing really on your chest. We're gonna go 15 seconds. We are going 2 black springs. We're gonna exit on all 4s to the left-hand side of your machine for serve the carriage with your right arm. You've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. 2 black springs. Exit to the left-hand side of your machine, and this is for your knees, Josiah. There we go. Right hand is gonna serve the carriage. So right hand, underhand grip of the carriage. You can be on all 4s, or you can have your hips back towards your heels, and you can start to serve the carriage forward. So we're pushing the carriage forward with the right arm, resisting back in as the elbow bends towards you. So you might need to scoot pretty close to your machine so that you're really loading the front side of your right arm. And you want kind of to take your wrist along with the movement. By that I mean you're kind of slipping your hand under the machine more on the way out, and on the way back, you're kind of sliding your hand slightly out from under that rail. Good, and that's just gonna keep the tension out of our wrist. If you need more resistance, scoot closer to the back end of your machine. A little less, you can scoot back. And if you're in tabletop and you want more for your core, you can always float the opposite leg. So that would be our left leg here. In 4, send it out and hold. In 3, 2, send it out, hold. Find your bicep in the upper corner of your chest. Give me a little forward an inch, back an inch. Forward and back. 10 seconds. We are going to the back end of the machine. Underhand grip with the right hand on your back platform. Single arm lat pull for the right arm. In 3, 2, 1. Knees on top of your carriage. Take it all the way to the back. Right hand is going to find an underhand grip of your back platform rail. Your chest is going to be pretty low, and we'll start going into that lat pull down. So the palm facing up is going to focus a little bit more into your bicep, but this is a lat pull on your right side. So that big wing-like muscle that runs down the side of your back on the right side is what's working. Left hand can be in front of you on the carriage for a little bit of stability, or you can bring your left hand behind your back for a little bit more core. Check in that your spine stays long, your abs again wrapping in and around you. Good. And to really get this into your lat muscle, I like to think about a string being attached to my elbow as if someone's pulling that string at my elbow to drive my elbow back beside me. So almost turning off your arms a little bit. In 4, we'll take it back, little hold. In 3, 2, take it back, hold. Give me little pulses, 10 seconds. You're gonna exit to the right side and turn to face the front on all 4s. We're going tabletop tricep kickback with the right arm in 3, 2, 1. So exit to the right, turn around so you're on all 4s beside the machine. Your right hand's gonna grab the carriage and we're gonna get into that tabletop tricep kickback. So right hand grabs the carriage. A couple options here with the hand placement. The front edge of your carriage is gonna be more intense, back edge a little less resistance. And then you can adjust your resistance based on where you move your body. So if you scoot your whole body forward, a little less. If you scoot your whole body back, a little bit more. Core stays really strong and tight. Think about tabletop as a form of plank. Knit your low ribs together, lengthen out your spine. And again, in this tabletop position, you have the option to float the opposite leg, which would be our left leg again. We've got just 20 seconds to go here. Really try to get that arm all the way straight, squeezing your tricep. We're gonna stay on this side of the machine and stand up for a curtsy lunge. Your right foot will be on the floor next to your front platform, and your left toes are gonna tuck behind you to the carriage. In 5, let's stand it up. In 4, 3, 2, 1, black spring, my friends. We're gonna stand up. Right foot plants next to your front platform, left toes tucked behind you to the carriage, and we'll start to send the carriage out with that left leg as we bend into our right knee. So we've got a little bit of this twist through the waistline, which targets the upper outer corner of your right glute. But if you are feeling curtsy lunge and it doesn't feel good in your knees, your lower back, or your hips, what you're gonna do is take your torso and just kind of angle it out away from the machine a little bit more, and that should alleviate any of that tension. Good, nice tempo and control here, Josiah. So we're going all the way down to our lowest point in that lunge. You're gonna pause at the bottom every time. Focus on driving through your heels, squeeze your glutes, slowly lift. As you approach the top of your lunge, stop before you lock out your knee. Perfect. We're trying to get that right thigh as close to parallel to the floor as we can. And anytime we're lunging, we want a gentle hinge of our spine forward. So we're hinging at our hip joints, just keeping our spine nice and long. In 4, we're gonna bring it down, we're gonna hold. In 3, 2, 1, bring it down right here, little hold. From here, we're gonna go Shiva kicks. I want you to draw your left knee in behind your right knee and then send the carriage all the way back out. Keep going here slowly and with control. You're staying low in the right leg. Check in that your right knee is not pushing forward towards your toes. Really focus the weight down through the right heel. We're here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, in 4, back to your lunge. In 3, 2, and 1. Back to the lunge, you've got 20 seconds. We're going into a reverse floor lunge for our right leg next. So you're gonna stay on the same side of the machine you're on, but you're gonna turn around and face the back, and we'll be planting our right foot next to the back platform and our left toes back to the carriage. In 5, let's head to the back. We're going reverse floor lunge in 3, 2, and 1. So turn around, walk it to the back of the machine. You're gonna plant your right foot beside your back platform. Left toes are gonna tuck onto your carriage. I like to hook them right where Josiah is putting his toes, which is behind that bar. You're gonna be pretty light here in your left leg and really focus on driving down through your right heel, using the back line of that leg to lift. So when you get down into your next lunge, I want you to pause, okay? One long line from the crown of your head through your back heel. So that means we're leaning our chest forward over our thigh. Focus on driving down through your right heel. Slowly lift it up 2. Slowly lift it up 3. On 4, there's still a micro bend in your knee, and then take it back down slowly and with control. Left leg is not doing any of the work. Let's check in with our hips here. We want both of our hip points squared forward. So that means our feet are at least hip distance apart. So it's like they're on railroad tracks, not so much a tightrope. And then you want to think about drawing your outer right hip crease back and the front of your left hip crease forward. That's gonna help you square off the hips. In 4, we're gonna take it down. We're gonna find a little hold here. In 3, 2, bring it down, hold. Lean your chest forward over your thigh as much as you can. Make sure the knee is over the ankle. Now we're gonna pump those arms back. Little long jump hold. Can you flex the triceps, squeeze the arms, pump it back for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, back to your lunge slowly and with control. Take your time, do not speed this up. If anything, commit to going slower. Pause where you feel the sensation most intensely in your muscles. That is where you're gonna get the most benefit out of the move. You've got 25 seconds. Reverse kneeling inner thighs is up next. So we'll be bringing our right knee onto our back platform and our left knee onto the carriage. If you don't have a back platform, you can do standing inner thighs at the front of the machine. Let's go 10 seconds, reverse kneeling inner thighs. In 5, 4, 3, quick transition in 2 and 1. So right knee on top of your back platform, left knee on your carriage. Weight is even between both legs here. Upright your spine, knit your ribs together, start to send it out. And as you do so, let's add some arms. We're gonna shoot the arms all the way up overhead. And then squeeze the inner thighs. Hands come down beside the hips. Grow taller as you squeeze the carriage to the back platform. Good, really nice tempo here, Josiah. So think about a string attached to the crown of your head, pulling you up towards the sky as you squeeze the inner thighs together, right? You can also envision someone zipping up the front line of your body as your shoulders slide down and back. In 4, take it out halfway and hold. In 3, 2, just halfway out. Now give me a little squeeze in. Little squeeze in. With control, use the strength of your inner thighs. Here's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Send it all the way out first. Nice, Josiah. Squeeze it all the way back in. More than halfway through this set. Soften your shoulders. Notice if you're feeling any tension anywhere you shouldn't be, right? Shoulders, face, between your brows, right? Your lower back, and make any adjustments you need. Inner thighs is really about the inseam of our thigh as well as our abs, right? So the more you can connect to your core and think about corseting through the waistline, the more you're gonna get into the inner thighs. Like I said, everything is connected. In 4, out halfway and hold. In 3, 2, halfway out. Give me that little squeeze in. Be really intentional. Maybe the carriage doesn't move at all. It's just a squeeze of the muscles. Here's 4, 3, 2, send it all the way out. Bring it back in, 15 seconds. We are going to step forward off of our machine for reverse floor lunge. We'll be facing the back, left foot on the floor beside your back platform, right toes on the carriage. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So step forward off the machine. You're gonna plant your left foot next to the back platform. Your right toes are gonna tuck onto the carriage wherever they are comfortable. Feet hip distance apart. We'll start to lower down into that lunge. So once you've kind of got the hang of where you need to set your body up to get the feet hip width apart, the hips and shoulders squared forward, I want you to pause at the bottom of your next lunge and just really check in. So when you calm down on this next one, hold, right? Feel your body in space, crown of the head through your back heel, big diagonal line, chest lean slightly forward over the thigh, your left knee right over the left ankle. Bring that knee back just a little. Good. Now drive down through your left heel slowly and with control. We lift it up, micro bend in the knee at the top, and then right back down. Awesome. So really focusing here on the back line of our left leg. Okay, you want to feel your left calf, hamstring, glute. If at any point you are just going through the motions, right? You're wasting your own time. I want you to tune back in, check back into your body, and pause in those moments where you feel this most intensely in your muscles, right? That is where it's the most effective. In 4, down, hold with me. Let's stay strong. Here's 3, 2, bring it down, hold, fly your chest forward over your thighs. Strong, straight arms, flex your triceps, strong core, pump it back. 10, 9, 8, 7. Can you get a little lower? Squeeze those triceps a little more. Here's 3, 2, 1, slowly lift it up. Do not explode, do not lock out your knee, and take it right back down slowly and with control. I need you to lengthen and deepen your breath. Breathe deeper, breathe a little slower. You're good here. We got 15 seconds. We're walking to the front of the machine. For our curtsy floor lunge left, you're gonna stay on the same side of the machine, left foot next to the front platform, Right foot crosses behind you to the carriage. In 5, curtsy floor lunge at the front. In 3, 2, 1, turn around, walk it forward. Plant your left foot outside the platform. Right toes cross behind you to the carriage. And let's get right into our curtsy floor lunge. Slowly take it down. Good, nice hustle in that transition, Josiah. I hope you're hustling along at home, Lakshmi and Stasia, I see you. Pause at the bottom of this lunge, and remember that little tip I gave you, okay? If this feels uncomfortable in your hips, knees, or lower back, what I want you to do is, instead of squaring the shoulders forward, I want you to just take your whole body and rotate it slightly away from your machine. And that should take out any of that tension, and if it doesn't, you can always do a regular floor lunge. What that would look like would be your left foot on the other side of the front platform and your right toes on the carriage. Just make sure we're working the left leg. In 4, we're gonna meet down at the bottom and hold. In 3, 2, take it down, hold. Shiva kicks. Freeze your left leg, draw the right knee in behind the left knee and send that leg out. So bring that right knee in as far as you can. Send it out slowly and with control. Check back in that your left knee is lined up over your left heel. We're here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Go back to your lunge slow. Do not lock out your knee at the top. Do not undo your work. Stay with me, stay focused. Relax your shoulders. Take your chin up off your chest, okay? We want to keep the neck in alignment with the rest of the spine, right? Your neck is a continuation of your spine. Sometimes we forget dropping that head down when things get really tough, or allowing those shoulders to climb up towards your ears. You've got 20 seconds. I need you to get a little deeper, a little lower in this lunge. Pause at the bottom just a second or two longer. We're gonna finish out our legs today with some inner thigh squats. We are going to step our left foot up on top of the front platform, right foot on the carriage. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Left foot on top of your front platform, right foot on the carriage. I need you to send the carriage out a little wider than your hips. Okay, let's start there. Weights even in both legs. We'll start to take the hips down and back. Spine stays long, low ribs knit together. Pause at the bottom. Dig your heels into the surface below you. Squeeze your glutes. Slowly lift it up 2. Slowly lift it up 3. On 4, you still have a micro bend in your knees. Now take it back down. Now, with the carriage sent out and the feet wider than your hips, if you can't keep the carriage steady, no big deal. Just squeeze it in till it's hip width apart. But the wider we go with our legs, the more unstable this is gonna be. That being said, we don't sacrifice our form for more intensity, right? So if we take it out really wide and we're noticing that most of our weight's shifting into the left leg, we need to bring it back in. It's really important that both legs work evenly, because this is where we finish out our legs, and we're not doing this again. In 4, halfway down and hold. In 3, 2, take it down halfway and hold. Now drive your heels down into the surface below you. We're gonna lift it up an inch, down an inch, up an inch, down an inch. Can you slide your shoulders back? Can you knit your ribs together? Can you pull your belly button back towards your spine for 10, 9. Be really intentional in your movement, strong and purposeful. Here's 4, 3, 2, hold. Take it all the way down first, and then we go back to full range all the way back up. You've got 30 seconds left on your legs. If you have not felt any tremors or shakes yet, I want you to bring it into a squat hold for the last 24 seconds. Shoulders down, core is strong. Our next move is gonna be reverse cobra. We're right back to the beginning of the routine where we started. We're gonna hit a little more upper body. 10 seconds. Pick the stickiest part of the squat and hold it there. Maybe a little pulse. You've got 5. Reverse cobra in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knees to your front platform, hands to your carriage. We're going reverse cobra, my friends. So from the crown of your head through your knees, one nice long diagonal line. Now we're gonna start to bend the elbows as the carriage slides forward. So check in with every other part of your body, okay? Our neck should be nice and long in alignment with the spine, which means we're not tilting our chin up nor down, but we're nice and neutral where the neck doesn't feel any strain. Your shoulders are rolled down and back into their sockets, right? You're pushing into the heels of the hands, doming the space between your shoulders towards the ceiling. Your abs are wrapping in and around you like a corset. Light grip of your glutes, light squeeze of your inner thighs. We're gonna go 10 seconds. We got those twisted push-ups, side 2. In 4, hold your plank. In 3, 2, hold this kneeling plank. Now swivel your hips slightly to the right so your left side of your waist is slightly facing the floor, and we're just going push-ups. So this little swivel of the hips is subtle, right? It's not super big. It's just enough to get into the waistline just a little bit, right? So like I said, we're focusing on legs and arms today, but we're getting a little bit of sneaky core work, right? We really got the center of your abs in cobra. This twisted push-up's gonna get a little bit more waistline going. You've got 30 seconds to go here. Slow it down. Remember, you can modify this based on how deep you take the push-up. So if you're starting to fatigue, you're starting to lose your form, just bend the elbows an inch or 2, push back up. If even that is too much, just hold this twisted plank. You've got 15 seconds. We're going 2 black springs. We'll exit to the right. We're gonna serve the carriage with our left arm. You've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. 2 black springs. You're gonna be on the right-hand side of your machine facing the back. Left hand finds the front edge of the carriage for serve the carriage. Just start to send it forward. So if you're in a tabletop position, I want your knees hip-width apart so they provide a stable base for your body. And again, we wanna think about the wrist kind of going with the carriage. So as we push the arm forward, we're kind of scooping our hand underneath the carriage. And then as we resist back, we're kind of rolling our hand out from underneath the carriage a little. Good, and really important that you're not bending at the wrist joint, right? So we don't want any sort of bend in our wrist. We want the wrist to stay in line with the forearm and the hand. If you need more resistance, scoot your body forward. A little less resistance, we back it up. You can also do this one with your hips over your heels, a little bit more seated. In 4, out and hold. In 3, 2, send it out, hold. You still have a little bend in your left arm. Find your bicep and your chest, squeeze and flex them, pulse it forward. 10 seconds. We are going to get into our kneeling single arm lat pull on the left. Knees on the carriage, left hand under the back platform rail. In 4, in 3, 2, and 1. So knees on top of your carriage, you're facing the back. Pull yourself to the back of the machine, left hand under hand grip. Right hand can be at the back edge of the carriage, or it can come behind your back for a little bit more core. And this is a little bit more emphasis in your bicep with the underhand grip, so feel free to flex your bicep, use it, but this is still a lat pull. So this big muscle that runs down the left-hand side of your back, that's what we're working. You wanna think about sliding this muscle towards your back pocket, right? You wanna think about the elbow being the mover of this, right? We're sliding the elbow back, and that's turning on that big muscle in your back. And it might take some time in order to get the right muscle engagement, right? A couple things I can offer you for that is going slow and trying to mindfully connect to the muscle before you move. So maybe squeezing that muscle and then starting the movement. In 4, we're gonna take it back and hold. In 3, 2, bring your chest over that back platform, drive your elbow back. Little pulse with control, 10 seconds. Exit left, turn to face the front. Tricep kickback with the left arm in 4, 3, 2, 1. Exit to the left-hand side. Turn around so you're facing the front on all fours. We go tabletop tricep kickback with our left arm. So knees beside the carriage, left hand at the front edge of that carriage is gonna be more challenging, at the back edge a little less. And then again, you're in charge of the resistance here. So less resistance, we inch forward. More resistance, we back it up. More intensity, we go slower. You wanna remove momentum from every single exercise, right? We're focusing on the muscles of the back side of your left arm, just above your elbow. So getting that arm all the way straight is gonna get the best engagement in your tricep, and that's what we're looking for. Listen up, we got one move to go after this. Oh my word, can you believe it? We are almost done with class, Josiah. No response. I don't know if that's a good sign, a bad sign, but we are gonna finish out today. 1 block spring. We're gonna do a wheelbarrow push-up combo. In 5, let's go 1 block spring. In 4, 3, 2, 1 block spring. Meet me with your hands on your front platform, knees on your carriage. So from here, we're gonna find that diagonal line from the shoulders to the knees. We're gonna slowly extend out in our wheelbarrow. I want you to pause at the furthest point, focus on your lats, these muscles down the sides of the back, and slowly pull yourself forward. Once your shoulders are over your elbows, little bend through the elbows, find your push-up. This is our finisher, this combo, okay? You have less than 60 seconds left in class. Ask your body what it needs. Ask yourself what you need to feel really accomplished, really strong and successful here. Maybe that means the range of motion gets smaller. Maybe we slip in some extra push-ups. Maybe we come up to the toes. Right? I can't tell you what you need. You can only tell yourself that. In 4, we're gonna hold that push-up position. In 3, hold the push-up position, soft bend your elbows, just 1 to 2 inches. Find your chest and your arms, pulse up, up, up. Final 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, child's pose. Sit your hips to your heels, stretch your arms forward. You can do this on top of the micro, off to the side, whatever works for you. Wherever you are, slide those shoulders down. Allow your hips to get heavy towards your heels. Without moving anything in your body, just take a nice deep, full breath in. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. We'll gently make our way up to a comfortable seat, or you can come all the way up to standing your calm. We're gonna get a quick tricep stretch. So go ahead and take that right arm up overhead. We'll drop the right fingertips between our shoulder blades. Left hand reaches up and over, and just lift your chin up off your chest. You can give that elbow a slight tug. If that feels good, you're able to keep the chest lifted. You can take a little bit of a side bend over to the left. We'll come back upright. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, we'll bend the left elbow, capture the elbow with the right hand. Again, chin up off the chest. See if you can soften your shoulders. And then if it feels good here, we'll breathe in. Exhale, a little bit of a side bend over to the right. Come back through center. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, hands to heart. One more time. Inhale, circle sweep, arms to the sky. Exhale, hands home to heart center. Give yourselves a hand. So proud of you. Thank you so much for being here. We'll see you again real soon.